So I walked into that mental hospital looking gorgeous, whatever. My mom thought I was there to get her out, and it was so sad. Laura, you came to visit. Oh, you came. Are you here to get me out? No, Mom, sorry. Only Marion has that power. I can't get you out. I just came for a visit, Mommy. So we had a nice time that day. You know, that day as nice as you can have, sitting in a, well, your mom's locked up in the mental hospital, and it's so sad, and you can't do anything to get her out. You just have to feel bad for her, and, you know, I at least showed her that she wasn't abandoned in there, you know. And you know what she told me that very first day? Because remember, people, I was like an undercover, you know, undercover detective on a, you know, I snuck there. I didn't even tell my mom I was coming because she can't be trusted to keep her mouth shut. Okay, she'd spill stuff. Nope, I did not tell a soul. I just showed up there and I showed them. You think this woman's just mentally a woman? Look at her daughter, okay? Look at her daughter, people. And I stayed there with my mom for hours, whatever visiting hours were. I know I wasn't there for like 10 minutes. I was there for a while. I think I might have been there all day. I think they gave me permission to stay longer than visiting hours because they knew I'd flown from Massachusetts and whatnot. I came, and you know what my mom said to me? Now, I went and told the staff this, of course. Oh, I also was mad because I told the staff, I was all, some nice nurse, she was like, you know, you come in and you're a beautiful tall girl and people are afraid of you because you're like, I know you're not meaning to be, so I know you're just worried about your mom, and I can tell that, but you got to be careful because they feel threatened by you when you start saying blah 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 whatever, even though you're not yelling. People are intimidated. She told me that. She's like, you're a tall, beautiful girl, and people are intimidated by you. I know you're upset about your mom, but you got to stay calm. Because my mom had told me stuff over the phone, and I was like, my mom said she's gonna go outside, blah blah whatever. And so the nurse was nice. She was trying to explain to me, you know, that I have to, quote unquote, tone it down. She wasn't angry with me, you know. She was nice. She was telling me the truth. She's like, but when I came in there, my mom and I sat in a little lunchroom table, whatever, and my mom, as usual, was telling me everything. And you know what my mom said? My mom said, you know, I talked to Marion this morning. I said, uh-huh, Mom? Marion's my enemy, remember? I said, uh-huh, and she goes, and I said to Marion, I said, my mom either said is or when, like we'll just say, when is somebody going to come visit me, or is someone going to come visit me soon? Whatever my mom said doesn't really matter because this is exactly what Marion said. And of course I'm changing my mom's name. I change everybody's names except for Marion's. Okay. No one's ever going to come visit you, Samantha. Can you imagine feeling abandoned in a mental hospital? Your family has, nobody in your family, I mean, they'll call periodically, but they've not come to visit you in a month, and you're just in there and you get no visitors. You're feeling abandoned and all alone. And then this woman, who my lawyer friend on the internet tells me is nothing you could do, Laura, because you've been diagnosed as mentally ill, and no, if your mom won't fight this, there's nothing you can do. You know, this woman says to her mentally ill sister, who's locked up in this place, no one's ever gonna come visit you. Can you imagine hearing that? Now, of course, when I told the staff that, what do you think they said to me? Oh, Laura, you know, your mom has fantasy life and she makes stuff up and whatever. Yeah, just like when I went 2 days later and she's so drugged up, she's slurring her words, she's drooling all over herself, but she had the wherewithal to say to me, they're treating me like a human guinea pig. Yeah, whatever, staff. I know my aunt. I know things she has said and done to me. I know things she has said and done to my mother. If my mother is going to say out of the blue to me, I didn't prompt her. I didn't say, so did you talk to... No. She said, I talked to Marion this morning, and of course... Get it? Do you guys get it? And you're going to sit there and tell me there's nothing I can do? Because I'm diagnosed as mentally ill. There's nothing I can do about this. And my mom forgets all of this, but I don't. I remember it all, and I have it all documented in my fucking journals. I have over 100 hardcover journals that have documented my entire life. They're sitting in that storage unit 20 minutes down the road from where I used to live. Donald. Okay. And I go and get them all. It might be the day that Donald finds me, kills me or something. No one's ever going to come visit you. Say that to a mentally ill woman who thinks she's been abandoned in that place and might be in there forever. Forever. I don't know what Marion was up to. I have a bad feeling of what Marion's been up to for a long time. I just can't prove it. I know my mom's insurance, when she stays in those places, only covers for a month. But I also know this other place that she was put in 2009, they were going to keep her an extra 6 months, and she was terrified because they were hurting her in there, and you know, and I saw the bruises on her frail body. But whatever. Of course, Marion said, your mother threw herself against a wall. Well, my mom says different, and I believe her. And I believe her friends have told me horror stories about what they've experienced in mental hospitals. You know. Anyway, no one's ever going to come visit you. My mom was terrified. You're in that place, you get no visitors, you don't know if you're going to be in there the rest of your life. I don't know what Marion's plans were. All that I know for sure is that even though my mom's insurance doesn't cover something, maybe they do if it's approved for the patient has to stay longer. Because my mom went to court in this other mental hospital. They had their own little court. And she fought, they had a lawyer appointed, they have a court inside the mental hospital, and she got released when the doctor wanted to keep her another 6 months. And when I told Marion softly that day, she was, yeah, you're disgusting, I have a better body of mine than you do at yours, and all this other crap. She screamed at me for Lord knows how long, chasing me around my mom's house and whatnot. And I said to her softly, because remember, I felt like she was trying to get me to hit her, and so I'd go to be arrested, and so I didn't take the bait. I said to her, and I go, my mom is afraid. My mom's afraid that that place is going to keep her for another 6 months. Your mother belongs in there. And you never visit her in there. You only visit her because you want money. Yeah, because my mom wasn't supposed to wind up in the mental hospital, and I was left with not a penny. I went there to get $50 from her, and because she wanted me to stay, this was back in 2009, and I couldn't because I'd be arrested and put in there myself, and I'd be arrested. She was demanding that I stay and overnight with her, and I couldn't do it, and I had to leave her, and she refused to sign the check to give me the money, you know. I mean, and Marion, I said to Marion, you don't even visit her in there. Your mother's abusive to me. Yeah, well, you think she wasn't abusive to me that day? Yelling and screaming at me because I wouldn't defy staff and wouldn't stay past visiting hours and stay with her all night. I mean, this is a